Okay, today I'm talking about the top spin forehand because one of my subscribers asked me, he said, well, let me first preface that by when I did a video recently about the forehand, and I gave the forehand 5 checkpoints. Checkpoint number 1 was the ready position. Checkpoint 2 was the unit turn, the shoulder turn, and the racket is up high. Checkpoint 3 was the low point of the backswing. The forward swing starts from here. Checkpoint 4, contact. Checkpoint 5, finish over the shoulder. Catch the racket with your non-dominant hand. Now, my subscriber's question was, you know, what's the point of checkpoint 2? Why don't I just go to 3 and then I can swing forward from there? One very simple reason, and that is that when you bring the racket back high, okay, when you come back high with the racket, you're forming a big J or C. If you look at from the side, my racket's coming back, then it comes down, and then back up. So it's a big letter C that I'm forming. But what that enables is the racket head to pick up speed. And, you know, racket head speed at the moment of contact is going to determine to a large extent how fast your shot, how much pace you're going to have on your shot. So when you bring the racket back high, then drop it down and just go from there. Because, you know, once you start, once the racket drops, there's no stops. It's one continual motion. But your racket has to drop, you know, a good foot below the contact point, wherever that is. So when I come back, I've got to drop it below that and then just go. But the point is, when you reach that low point of the backswing, where the racket's about a foot below the contact point, the racket at that point is going anywhere from 10, 20, maybe 30 miles an hour and picking up speed. Now, if you eliminate step 2 and you just go to here, you're going 0 miles per hour. And now you just have to fire your muscles forward from here. You're just firing forward to hit the ball. Now, is there a negligible difference between the two? Well, you know, because you're moving at 10 miles per hour, maybe 20, who knows, even 30 or more. I don't know exactly. I've never done a study on this. I don't know if anybody has. But it's definitely moving and picking up speed. So you're likely going to hit the ball a little bit with a little bit more pace, a little bit more mustard on the shot, a little more juice on the shot, or you may get more spin. But I got to mention this, like I've mentioned in many of my videos, that world-class players. Now, I was just watching Karen. He's a male player though, Karen Kachanoff. He basically just brings the racket back and, you know, he goes from there. He doesn't have a big unit turn, high, down. But then you had, you know, my 2 favorites, Benoit Paire and Kamiko Date. But back in the old days, everybody just did this. Jimmy Connors, boom, get the racket back, swing forward. But, so, can you play world-class tennis today with eliminating step 2? Yes, I think you can. Sure you can. There's a guy out there now that's still doing it. And I think Benoit Paire, I don't know if he retired. Kamiko's definitely retired. But I think she reached 3 in the world. And it wasn't that long ago, you know. So anyway, maybe I'm really getting old. I don't know. But anyway, that's the reason. you get a little more juice on the shot, possibly. I wish they could measure that. I'd love to see the difference of, you know, how fast someone can hit with just a straight take back to the low point and going from there, as opposed to someone that's doing this. What kind of a difference is there in miles per hour or in RPMs for spin? So that's basically it. I just wanted to answer that question, that you may get a little juice on it. But remember now, you know, that may take a little more timing and a little more practice, this one here, because you got to know when to drop it down so you can swing forward and be right there with the racket at contact. Whereas when you just go to here, the racket's already there. Now you have to figure out just, you know, am I below the ball? Then just swing up. So, you know, you might be possibly more consistent with just bringing the racket back to that position where you're going to swing forward from. So that's it today. Short video. Both of them work, and give both a shot. See which one works better for you. All the best. If you'd like to come to Naples, Florida and work with me, I'd love to have you come down. It's a beautiful setting here. I have accommodations and a beautiful atmosphere for learning. A great atmosphere. So have a great one. Make it a great one. Adios, amigos. Happy hitting. Take care.